anatoka wapi? Anamaliza watu wa Mungu wanakwisha kila siku.
Friends, and how are you? It's my hope and prayer that you're doing fine from wherever you are watching us. Thank you so much for keeping it, Team Sauti channel. Of course, we're coming back to you after we produced a clip that was talking about an issue that is of importance to be talked about in the society, in the community, by the media, by everybody. This thing called depression. And of course, depression is something that we are agreeing every day that it's something that is with us, it's something that is not ready to leave. And of course, as we said, it's projected to be the leading killer disease in Kenya by 2030. So it's something that we cannot just keep quiet and go mum about. We have to open up and speak about depression. We talk to you about how depression manifests, what it is and its symptoms. And because of so many responses that we got and text and phone calls that we received from you people, we felt it's also important we go a step further and we talk about the preventive measures that we can take. I know there are different dimensions of talking about the preventive measures or other ways of curbing this matter, including talking about the medical approach, but we want mostly to delve with a natural approach to prevention of depression. Kwa hivyo marafiki zetu, we want to talk about the steps that you can typically do from where you are without being forced or without incurring any financial cost, and you live a life that is not going to attract you this kind of disease kweli.
Yes.
Kwa hivyo I'm going to open up this front, and I'm opening up with one serious thing that we need to do every day, very simple, very affordable: exercising. Depression ni ugonjwa ambayo inaletwa by mostly two things: modernization, lifestyle. Modernization is what I would say environment that we choose to live. Vile ile environment tunajicreatia and what we interact with wherever we are, whenever we are doing our daily events and activities. So exercising, kitambo you realize that people would not catch some of these diseases kwa sababu mtu anaamka asubuhi anatembea, by the time wanafanya activities zao, kama anaenda distance like tao anaenda for 20 kilometers anarudi, rather they walk for like 30 minutes per day. That was the normal kind of lifestyle. Today, it's said that scientifically and estimating from scientific approaches, mtu akona only 14 minutes per day. The current person has only 14 minutes that they can dedicate to exercising, which is one of the things that is attracting this kind of a devil within our rooms. So, tafadhali, afford time to exercise. And affording time to exercise doesn't mean affording money for gym. It can also mean that affording time to walk where you can walk, not always looking for Uber, not always kupanda motorbike, bodaboda, vitu kama hivyo. Tembea ikiwezekana, kimbia asubuhi ikiwezekana, inua gym ikiwezekana, piga press ups. Wherever you are, it's an environment enough for you to exercise. So ladies and gentlemen, let me invite Ross also to give us a few more of measures that we need to take as preventive measures.
So depression is something that can be prevented. It's something tunaweza zuia. So we don't have to fall into depression to start looking for antidepressants or to start running to the hospital. As we said, one of the reasons as to why you may fall into depression is that feeling of wewe hakuna kitu umeachieve. So to avoid that, you could set some small workable goals that you would make sure you've achieved to create that sense of accomplishment. Ile wakati una feel kwamba leo nimeachieve, you have fought that feeling of mimi hakuna kitu na achievingi, and you end up feeling an achiever, you end up boosting your self-esteem, you end up shunning self-guilt, and you consequently end up fighting or preventing depression. Yes.
Yeah, good. So that is one of the things, setting goals, and of course as you're setting such goals, rather those kind of vitu na set mbele yako kufanya, tafadhali make sure they are smart.
Yes.
Right? They are smart, meaning they are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. So the other thing that we need to do for us to achieve this kind of thing is practicing to do the small things that we love doing, but now for other people. You realize that every time you are told thank you, you are better off than being given a thing at times. Unapata nikikwambia asante sana, just that thing, it satisfies more. It reaches where some items, physical things, gifts cannot reach to. And so when you do the small things that satisfy you, that touch your heart and you are good at, it attracts a thank you, it attracts appreciation from them. And when you are appreciated by people, you suppress the possibilities of being stressed, you suppress the possibilities of being under depression, rather being depressed. Because ukiambiwa asante, watu wakikuappreciate, you feel the value has gone up, and like Rosa said, your self-esteem again is boosted. So try as much as possible. Zile tu vitu tudogo, kama hata ni kufua nguo, fua nguo kwa sababu ya watu wengine, wakikushukuru tu, hiyo it will be enough booster to self esteem.
Na wasiponishukuru,
wasipokushukuru sasa but nimesema the small things that naturally satisfy you. Kama hata kushukuru, kuna mtu hata akifua nguo hata kama si zake atafurahia tu. Have you seen watu, mtu akiosha vyombo anaimba, you realize, you think, you come to realize, aya, kumbe mtu anakuwa na talent ya kuimba na hajaimba kwa kanisa, hajaimba kwa any organization, but akiosha vyombo, because the joy, you know, the happy hormones are already acting, you're expressing what you love. So not always that they will appreciate you, but when you can appreciate yourself by doing the small things that you appreciate doing, you are already finding depression away.
That's a nice one. You could also endeavor to stay in the present.
Yeah.
Kumbuka tulisema kwamba one of the things that lead to depression ni activities ama instances zenye zilifanyika kitambo and they still come to haunt you in your present.
Yeah.
So you could look for ways to avoid thinking about your past.
Yes.
And you focus on your present and your future. Ile kitu ulitaka ufanye na haukufanya, hiyo wachana nayo. You can start today, you can build from today, and you can build your future. So hizo vitu za kitambo, don't think about them, focus on today and focus on what you've achieved. Don't dwell too much on the wrongs, on the negativity, stay positive.
Maybe niulize hapo, suppose ni mtu ambaye mpendo wake ama close friend alimwacha some time back.
Yes.
And whenever they are there, they feel like I need the memories come, the good memories that of the times that they spend with these good friends of theirs come, and they feel like I'm left, I'm all alone. What can I do on such event?
I think we can always find a reason to be happy even in those bad, when those bad memories come. When we are saying you stay in the present, hatumaanishi usahau, like they never happened.
Exactly.
Of course they did happen, but you can look for something just to be happy about. Hata in that very bad situation,
yes,
you could look for a reason to be happy about. How about you just cherish the fact that those people were once in your life, you spent time together, and you cherish that time that you spent together.
Yeah, nice one. Having said that, I have a small thought that I think can be of value. Chukua karatasi, kama kuna ule rafiki ambaye alikuacha, which is, it's part of life, it's normal. Chukua karatasi, andika jina ya huyo mtu, and if you can write and you love writing, do a letter to that person. And in that letter, include the positive things that you can remember about that person. Enumerate them all. Appreciate that person even in their death for the good times and the good memories that you are having, for the times that you spend with them. Andika zote, mwambie kwamba nakumbuka this is how you used to make me happy, you even brought me this, you even gave me a gift. When you write all these things, make sure pale chini umeandika a goodbye statement. that I appreciate all this is what you did, and now has come my time for me to tell you goodbye. So allow me to say a goodbye, never to say again goodbye. Rest in peace. Having done that, it tunes your mind that you've already released that person. It's a way of releasing people who have gone. So it's a way of, we call it it's a anti-ruminative. It's anti-ruminative method that you can approach. Yeah, so that's one of the things that you can do. Some small things that will help us to kick away depression.
Yes.
The other thing is doing what we call gratitude journal.
Yeah.
It's similar to what I'm saying. Gratitude journal ni kuchukua kitabu na kuandika from today zile vitu ambazo unapenda ama umefanya na zimekuridhisha. You purpose today, nitafanya hivi, nitafanya hivi, nitafanya hivi. Na ukishazi enumerate, unaandika, unachukua kitabu unaziandika vizuri. Then you be ticking them. You tick them. Like leo nilisema nitapika saa 2 ikifika. Ulipika na ukakula hata. Tick. You know, yeah. So hizi tu vitu tudogo, you know, ukiona tick, it makes you feel like, I'm an achiever. You building your esteem. Because we are saying, friends, depression mostly comes within our environment. Ni kitu imetengenezwa na environment and lifestyle. Na kama watu wa appreciate, depression comes in. Back to you, Rose.
Yes. So, so far we're doing good. One of the things that I've been thinking through when it comes to depression is comparing ourselves to other people. In as much as we may want to dispute this, I know that one of the main root causes of depression is trying to compare yourself to other people.
Yeah.
Especially in this era of social media and filters, where people take a photo, they apply filters on it and they look like supermodels. Na wewe unaona hapo umebeat. And also people are applying filters in their everyday lives and they look like they are living big. Na wewe juu unakaa in your reality, you feel like you're not progressing in life. So when you compare yourself to other people, you lose your joy. And as one person once said, comparison is the thief of joy. Wakati unajiangalia na mtu mwingine, there will always be something that person is ahead of you in. Hata ukisema nitajikompea na mtu fulani, labda unaweza pata anakaa vizuri kukuliko maybe, ama she has something that you don't have, and you will never find happiness if you are comparing yourself to other people. So what can we do about this? Always know that you are unique in your own ways. Your greatest asset is yourself, your uniqueness. Kwa hivyo usijikombee na watu wengine, just be yourself, work out things your own way, usijifananishe na watu wengine, especially in social media. That doesn't mean that you don't find challenges from other people, but it means that don't let other people's lives get into your happiness. Be happy.
Right, I like that. Having mentioned social media, we usually call it plastic life.
Yeah, cosmetic
life, makeup life. Tafadhali ishi maisha yako. And because you've delved into that, I will talk into social connections. There is a theory that is trying to prove itself within our lifestyles, that we are making the world a village. And the village that we are making is not a friendly village. We're trying to pull the world in our living rooms, and what we don't know is that in the pool of world, there are crimes of congestion. When people in masses live in a small place, you expect evils to happen. Some are necessary evils, others are inevitable evils. Many can be avoided. Let me talk about social connections. Utapata today, mtu ako kwa simu like 24/7. Kila mara ako kwa simu, na ukimuuliza where are your friends, huyo mtu hana rafiki, hana watu ambao anaweza ongelesha. we're living in a way that we don't want people in our lives. We don't want people within our lines. We don't want people to be called after us or to be within our circles. We want to be who we are, and we want to live the rockstar life. We are YOLO. You only live once, and you want to enjoy your life peke yako vile ulivyo mahali ulipo, which is a damage to yourself before you even damage other people, because there is the happy hormones that are released when you have physical bonding. You can have so many friends. Unaweza uko na marafiki wengi, hatukatai. You even have friends from abroad when mna tweet, when mna Instagram and all that, but you need people. Tafuta watu hata kama si wengi. Look for people, your club bwana. Kuwa na club yako, watu wako, wanaitaje ring yako ama ni whatever, something like that. Have people who are close to you, who can be your friends, whom you can open your heart to, whom you can share problems with. Because social media friends are just social media friends. They will never be anything beyond that. Social media connections cannot bring you happiness, because what brings you happiness in social media is the same thing that takes away happiness. What makes you smile on social media is what will make you cry. So tafadhali, have social connections where people are gathered, be counted, where goodness is happening amongst people, be among the doers of the good things in the society, in the community, and in your dwelling places.
We could also add on that, and we say in that group of friends, it is good to look out to each other. Such that you are able kuona huyu rafiki yetu hapa, it's like kuna kitu inamsumbua, because sometimes depression kills silently. Unapata mlikuwa na msee jana mkicheka, the following day unasikia amejihang. Why? Because they've been going through a situation and their friends never realized it. So it's very important that in your clique of friends, get so close to a point that even if someone is not ready to open up, you can realize they have a problem, and you can
chip in immediately.
Yes.
So friends, I think we are now culminating today's cast, but we will not culminate until nipatie Rose the opportunity. Aseme about something about sleep, healthy sleep, because it's something that is taking away. People are not sleeping nowadays. We want to create 24/7 economy that is never there, and we want to strain ourselves at expense of vitu minor ambazo we can avoid, and we end up dying out of depression. Tafadhali, speak to this.
So it's very important that you have healthy sleep. Sleep adequately. Don't stay up late for one night, then kisha useme kesho nitalala mchana sana, I compensate for this. You will be straining your body and you will be calling for depression. It is also good to ensure that during the day umekaa ukikuwa busy, so that when you get to bed you just fall asleep. Unajua, when you don't fall asleep immediately, it's when you will start thinking about some negative things. It's when you start thinking about that friend of yours who said something mean about you, and you realize that kidogo unaanza kukua depressed. So it's very important that you have adequate sleep.
Great. Thank you so much. Friends, I think that's it for today. Those are the natural you can take in order to avoid being depressed. But I can't finish without mentioning two things. One, this is a hard one to finish on what she has just said about healthy sleep. Tafadhali, make bed. Use bed for sleeping and any other thing that is related to sleeping. Number two, this is scientific and it's important for our healthy living. If you can, avoid your phone an hour before going to bed. Phone and computer, avoid an hour before going to bed. Then I finish by telling you this, that you might not have any reason to smile. You might not have any reason to laugh. You may have 1,000 reasons why you should cry and 1,000,000 reasons why you should yell and be sad, but look for one reason to avoid stress and to smile. When depressed is best.
Depression ni mtu gani uno na anatoka wapi?